Instead of being a rehash of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek: Picard Season 3 is the epic fifth TNG film that we all yearned for. The third season of Picard, which is set more than 20 years after Star Trek: Nemesis, begins with a crisis when Dr. Beverly Crusher and her son are attacked by an unidentified foe. When Beverly issues in sauce, Admiral Jean-Luc Picard is astonished and calls on Captain Will Riker to assist in organizing a rescue. As a result, the TNG icons board the Titan A, putting our heroes in new danger on a galactic scale. Season 3 of Star Trek: Picard's opening episode makes it obvious that the show continues to be serialized rather than episodic like TNG. Only a few of the major players are introduced in The Next Generation, which is billed as part 1 of 10 and leaves a lot of questions unanswered. As Picard and Riker board the Titan, a shocking B-plot involving a helpless Commander Raffi Musquier takes place on the planet M'Talas Prime. While trying to uncover a terrorist conspiracy, Raffi is in over her head and may be returning to substance usage. As a result of the attack's high death toll and poor Raffi's inability to stop the destruction of a Starfleet recruitment facility, her spirits are crushed. The third season of Star Trek: Picard moves along in a stately and deliberate manner, making the most of the 10 episodes available to properly introduce each character and dramatic twist. This is evident in Episode 1. With the aid of First Officer 7 of 9, Picard and Riker attempt to commandeer the Titan in The Next Generation in order to rescue Dr. Crusher. Former leaders of the Starship Enterprise D encounter unexpected resistance in Captain Liam Shaw, whose concerns that Picard and Riker aren't on the same page turn out to be accurate. During a gripping dinner scene, Shaw makes fun of TNG's heroes, and his remarks deftly allude to the devastating crises that Picard and Riker encountered in the TNG films, correctly forecasting that Star Trek: Picard Season 3 will follow a similar path. The opening chapter, The Future Generation, is potent and effective. Season 3 of Star Trek: Picard is about a fractured family slowly coming together to learn long-kept secrets, such as Beverly has a second son Jean-Luc was unaware of, and about the next generation, such as Ensign Sidney LaForge, meeting the past. Geordie LaForge is played by LeVar Burton. The reason Beverly and her son are being sought for and what the theft of a portal weapon and the attack on M'Talas Prime have to do with the Federation's planned Frontier Day celebration are at the center of everything. The opening episode of Star Trek: Picard Season 3 draws the viewer in and satisfies their need to see and experience everything that is to come, much like the first act of any great movie. Season 3 of Star Trek: Picard couldn't possibly be a repeat of Star Trek: The Next Generation. The TNG crew is now at various points in their lives after some time has passed. They cannot suddenly get together and reassemble as the same group they were more than 25 years ago. Furthermore, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds cannot replicate the look and feel of the TNG TV program, as Picard Season 3 is about advancing the TNG crew toward the conclusion their characters and tales merit. In contrast, Star Trek: Picard Season 3 made the more sage decision to embrace the cinematic elements of the TNG movies to become the movie that never materialized after Star Trek: Nemesis, only bigger and bolder than any theatrical release could be. The first episode of The Next Generation establishes the expectation that each episode would enhance the plot and undoubtedly include some shocks. The third season of Star Trek: Picard takes viewers on a trip inside the TNG legends, going beyond who they were in the past to discover who they are today and what the future holds as they transmit the Star Trek baton to the following generation. I hope the video was entertaining. Flip the channel's bell icon to the subscribe position to see more of them. Leave a like as well to support the channel. Thank you for your consideration and time.